So the medium that I chose to engage with this week was audio dramas. Now, I've listened to audio dramas before when I was younger. Um, with my grandparents, they would always listen to them at night, whether it was in the car or back at home on the radio. They would always have the old like audio dramas going and listening to them, and I really enjoyed them back then when I was younger. So I wanted to take a look at them again because I think the last time I listened to an audio drama was when I was like 11 years old, something like that. And so I decided to listen to the BBC Radio 4's audio drama of Howl's Moving Castle, which I didn't actually know before listening to this audio drama. I didn't know that that was originally a novel that was written back in the 1980s, I believe. I mean, as you can tell by the poster that's behind me, I've already seen, the Ghibli version, the movie of Howl's Moving Castle, but the two stories, the movie version and then the book slash audio drama, are completely different. Um, the audio drama definitely sticks a lot closer to the source material than the film does. And for example, one of the biggest differences that I noticed was that in the audio drama and subsequently the book is that Howl was actually from Wales, while the story takes place in this that fictional country and everything with the witches and wizards and magic and stuff. Howl is actually from, obviously a real place. He's from Wales, and he actually in the story travels to and from there through a door in his castle. And when he goes back to Wales, he interacts with like his nephew and his nephew's teacher, and there's like normal modern automobiles and like video games and stuff like that. So it's like a modern world and stuff over there, and then it's contrasted by the magic and everything in the fictional country. And I thought that was really cool. I didn't know that, but I really like audio dramas. After listening to this, it's really turned me on to the medium. I feel like it immerses you in the story really well by having all of the sounds. It's just like all the different sound effects and people talking. They still manage to make it sound like, it's coming from different spaces around you and really like basically plops you in the middle of the room of where the scene is happening. And I think that's super cool. And I love it. I'm definitely going to check out more audio dramas in the near future. I know that BBC does a lot of them, especially with like Doctor Who, which is another series that I'm a huge fan of, and they do a lot of audio dramas for that. And I've never listened to them, but I think I'm going to give them a listen now that I've kind of gotten back into listening to audio dramas and what they can really be. I think it's a really underappreciated and underused medium over here in the US. I have never really heard of any sort of like US radio stations or even like online and stuff like that of people doing audio dramas over here. I think they really should. And yeah, I mean, definitely I could check it out and see if there are, but I haven't heard much of anything. And I think we're really missing out on the audio drama scene because it's a very unique way of telling a story, and I think that it definitely should be used more, and in my opinion, should be way more popular than it is. But yeah, so Owl's Moving Castle audio drama, fantastic. The whole genre of audio dramas and stuff like that and audio plays is fantastic, and I'm gonna check it out more in the future, and I think you should too. I will also leave a link to the audio drama that I listened to in case you want to give it a listen if you are just interested in the story, or maybe you've watched the movie and you want to see how they're different. But yeah, I definitely recommend audio dramas, and this audio drama specifically.